Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Pure Biology, and today I come with another video, that is a cytokinin signaling pathway. Cytokinin is one kind of plant hormone, and it helps in the generally cell division, cell expansion in cotyledon, chloroplast and etioplast development. Actually, this helps in the cell expansion by the process of the cell division. Okay, it helps in the cell expansion by the process of cell division. So how this signaling pathway occurs in cytokinin, it is explained here. Generally, cytokinin plays in this signaling pathway, or you can say that the signaling pathway of the cytokinin, that is different in the two cases. One is the bacteria and another is the highly developed plant. So here I will try to explain about the bacteria. In my next video I will try to explain this signaling pathway in the developed plant. Okay. So here this cytokinins, these in case of bacteria, there is the two component signaling system is present. Okay. Or in this very simple way, this cytokinin transduced by the two component signaling system. Okay. So this signaling system that consists of a sensor kinase and conserved aspartate. Two important, these two components are, one is the sensor kinase and another is the aspartate. This sensor kinase is the main thing is that, or main factor is that sensor histidine kinase. Okay, this sensor histidine kinase, where is located? It is located in the membrane. Clear? And it can be activated by the binding a ligand, that is in the extracellular medium. So what is saying that this sensor histidine kinase is located where? This is located in the membrane and activated. How this is activated? This histidine kinase is activated by binding a ligand. Okay, when any ligand bind with that, then it is activated. Okay, and this ligand is present where? This is present in the extracellular medium. And this activation of the histidine kinase, what creates? This activation, this causes kinase to autophosphorylate. Okay, so what is saying that the activation of the histidine kinase creates autophosphorylation of that, and this reaction transfers the phosphate group from ATP to the histidine residue in the kinase domain. And due to this autophosphorylation, here the transformation of the ATP is seen from where to? From the ATP to the histidine residue. Okay, the autophosphorylation, this creates the transformation of the ATP to the histidine residue. Okay, and then what is the role of this sensor? The sensor now interacts with the response regulator. So very simple way, first autophosphorylation is occurring. After autophosphorylation, the transformation of phosphate group from the ATP, this is seen, and after that the sensor interacts with the response regulator protein. Clear? And now this response regulator protein, it has two domains. What are that? One is the conserved receiver domain and another is the effector domain. Two important domains are there. Now the role of this receiver domain and the effector domain. The receiver domain that catalyzes the transfer of the phosphate group from histidine to the aspartic acid. Clear? What is the role of this receiver domain? Receiver domain that helps in the transformation of the phosphate group from where? From the histidine that is already present in the histidine, that is already comes from the ATP. So this transfer from histidine to the aspartic acid. Okay. Now this activates the effector domain. Due to this transformation, what is happening? The effector domain that becomes activated. And the usual end target of two component pathway, this total happening creates what? This total happening creates the gene transcription process. Okay, that means there are genes present that controls the signaling pathway of the cytokinin. So this total process, just after occurring of the total process, the genes are activated, and after that the transcription process will be continued. Clear? So this is the cytokinin signaling pathway that is happening in the bacteria. And here this is the very simple rough diagram, that this is the sensor histidine kinase and this is the response regulator, and this phosphate group is transferred from the histidine kinase to this domain. Clear? This is a very simple thing, because in case of the developed plant, how the signaling pathway works, I also try to explain. Okay. So you just check out another signaling pathway, that is the auxin signaling pathway, gibberellin signaling pathway, ethylene signaling pathway, and obviously their biosynthesis I have already explained and that are present in my channel. So you just check out. I will try to give that video's link generally as the I buttons or in the description box. Sometimes I have given the link. Okay, so you just check out from that. And if you subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon, so you will get all the notifications of my channel. So thank you, and please continue and support me.